Hello everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the Minecraft Kingdom, which I have started probably a month ago. Now, if you've been sticking around for the channel, if you've been sticking around the channel for a while, you will realize that it's been taking a bit of a renewing recently. New logo and all that, a new banner, and a new intro. So, a few things changed up here. And now to focus on the main part of this video, the Minecraft Kingdom series. We continue where we left off, in a beautiful village located on the hill. Alright. Another beautiful day. So, I wake up and I go down to start off my new adventure. I need a few more villagers in this town because this is not very big. Now, the whole point of this series is that it gets exciting and I do something new each time. So, in this episode, I do something that's pretty crazy and stupid at the same time, but could also end up as being something very genius. Now, to explain it here, the task is to locate a new village across the lake. The lake located along my village. Now, like I said in the video, my villager population was low. I needed new villagers and I wanted to expand. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to go to a new village. I'm going to put those villagers into boats and transport them over to my village. I'm going to build new houses, and I'm obviously going to get rid of the beds from the previous village. The new village. So they don't go there. And put new beds in my village. And that's basically how I'm planning on getting new villagers in my beautiful village. Now, to start off, I obviously needed some wood. So, that's exactly what I'm off to go get. So I had two options here. This big tree or the dark wood trees. I decided to go with this big tree because it was big and it could surely hold enough wood for a few boats. So, I started mining this tree, not knowing how huge this thing really was. And that is that. One tree down, one is only needed, and more than 99 wood planks can be made. So, I'd say that was basically enough. 2 and a quarter stack of wood, so I'd say that was worth it. So I craft a few shovels, which is what you need for a boat. Yes, I understand. That is a lot of boats, but you never know. Even though those boats can hold 2 people, I basically had 2 times the amount of that to put villagers in, and I was probably unnecessary. I could have saved up my resources there. Now it's time to decide which way to go. I didn't know where either of them led to, but I knew that eventually it would have to be a village. So I had to go random. So I start a long journey down the lake. And let me tell you one thing. Those beacons are useless. Because little did I know that you could not find your way in a situation like this. You're about to experience a journey that took me forever. A journey that took up 99% of my 55-minute recording. I took one last look at the village, and I started off. And as if the time wasn't even better, I was striding right into a beautiful sunset. The last blessing I was gonna have for the day. Now, the best option I had here was to travel along the shore so I could find my way back. And I obviously should not have forgotten to put those beacons down. Those useless pieces of stone that are just gonna be sitting there. And I managed to eventually forget about it. I misplaced that stone, so I take a 360 turn, waste a few seconds to put that back there and keep going. Because who wants to lose their way? And I found a broken portal, or ruined portal, whatever it's called. Abandoned portal? I don't know. And I decided to check it out. It had a lot of pieces on that actually. Only a few pieces of obsidian needed to fix that. And like always, the chests did not have too much, although the clock was quite valuable. The golden helmet would let me pass the nether without having to worry about piglins. And I almost got trod by a skeleton. Not the best start. Like I said, a sunset was the last blessing I was gonna have of the day, which is pretty much over now. So I keep on adventuring. This 5-minute travel already started feeling like forever. And I kept on being fooled by little entrances of water that made me believe they were lakes, but they weren't. And I needed a lake, not an ocean shore. I need a little lake, which is what a village would usually be along. This is not where I was gonna find a village. I need a lake. It was also fun seeing the dolphins swim in the water and jumping beside my boat. I know what they do though. They try to convince you to go to a sunken ship, but I don't really have time for that, as this operation requires a lot of time. And there I found a village. For something that had taken me all night and about 10 minutes, yeah, pretty much 10 minutes, I'd finally found something that I was not looking for. It was an abandoned village left with spider webs and nothing but zombie villagers. The excitement was over nothing, as this village came with no use. I did want to loot it though, cause why not? For a second I thought this villager was friendly. These guys are kinda weird cause they sometimes just ignore you. It's not what zombies do. Now with nothing found It was time to keep going. It's time to keep on heading down that lake and try to find a new village. You guys will not believe what happens after I leave this village and found my next one. So I find another village, but even from this distance I can see exactly what happened to it. Once again, my hopes were down as I find an abandoned village. But it had an outpost next to it. Something time-wasting yet fun. I decided to see if this village had anything useful, but it didn't. But I find a blacksmith. Not much. Iron chest plates, horse armor. I decided to take it all in case I do manage to find a horse, because horse in this game would be very helpful. I decided to leave the iron ingot because it's not very hard finding one. Now the sun was gone from the sky, it was already heading down. Which, coming to think of it, I think the days go by quicker than the night, which is very disturbing and annoying. So, I come to check out the outpost. For a second I thought that could have been abandoned too, but nope, it still had the pillagers. Now let out those blue things, even though I have no idea what they do. I just don't know. These guys seem adorable, but I don't know what they do. If someone does, please comment down below. I'm really curious. What the hell do they do? Why are they blue like that? What is their purpose? So, I had an option here. Raid the outpost and collect whatever useless stuff is on top, or save my life and not risk losing everything and leave it. I decided to go see if there was anything good around me, but nope, nothing in the area. Now it's final decision time. Hunt them down and risk losing everything, yet have fun and get loot? Nope, I decided to go back to the village, because no use. Besides, loot on those things is trash. Just not worth it. Once again, I go to my boat, sit down on it, and prepare to go again. This time not watching the sunset, but watching the moon rise. And I find a desert temple. Once again saying that, I decide to go check it out. Check out that desert temple, or pyramid. I decided to go quickly run past. I really didn't want to go on a boat again. And sometimes these things can carry pretty good loot. So, it was either luck or no luck. Now obviously the entrance was buried under the sand. I mean, when is it not? It's always buried under the sand. Now, I've played this thing before. I know how it works. You don't jump straight in the middle. I decided to see if there's any entrances that I can block off so no zombies attack. And there was none. and I almost risked it there. So I dig down in a safe way, so I can go down and get back up. There was not too much, mainly golden apples and enchanted books, and I think a bit of emerald in there too. So I decide to trade out the apple and valuable things for boats, because I just realized so many boats, what's it really worth if you're not going to use that many? So I pretty much picked up the best there is, and I found this little cave. Doesn't seem like much. Oh, it's a fun little hidden cave. If only it served a purpose. So I head back up. And there's a skeleton, which scared the crap out of me. You can even hear me shaking backwards, or however you say that. So I decide to dig myself out. And I walk into the middle of nowhere, towards the sunrise, in hopes of getting anything good, like a village. At this point, I had already lost my old village. There was no way back. There just wasn't anything that could have made me remember the way back, except for watching this video, but even then, that would be too difficult. But now, with all the suffering put aside, I decide to skip all that long suffering, traveling and waiting and wasting my patience. I'm not gonna make this video long for you. No. We jump ahead to probably one of the most best events I come through in this video. You guys are not gonna believe this, but I find a village. So I'm walking down this hill, and I see an unfamiliar shape in the distance. And if my luck hasn't run out already, it was a perfect village. It was a village that had villagers. A village that was so perfect. It was huge. And I managed to reach it just in time as it was beginning to be the 4th night of the travel. And I am 40 minutes into the recording. This may not sound like a lot, but when you're just sitting there on a boat traveling, it is. Now this village was looking beautiful, and just to get the zombies out of the way, I had to find myself a bed. And no, not hate. I had to find myself a bed. So I quickly borrow one and go to sleep. And I'm up. So, it was time to start putting these villagers in the boats so I can transport them back to my village, which I had already lost. But I still had some faith in me. Before that, I wanted to check the village out a bit more. See if there's at least one smithing, what's it called again? I forgot what it's called. Blacksmith or something. Yeah, blacksmith. I wanted to see if there was a blacksmith, because That's really what I need. I start putting these boats into my main select menu, or whatever it's called. I start putting these guys in, and I start capturing them. One by one, placing them in boats. I had to make sure I get each and every one of them, because I wanted my population in my old village to increase. I find a blacksmith. The luckiest building in the village. I quickly rush inside and look at that. 3 diamonds. 3 diamonds and a bunch of iron equipment with a saddle. The last piece of the horse puzzle. I could now have a horse. If only I found one. This village, probably the best one I've come across in my entire career of Minecraft. No, it's not really a career, but you know what I mean. So I keep on capturing these little villagers. Now, this was an oak village. One with very basic wood. One you'd see almost everywhere, which is probably one of the reasons why it's so good. This village, it had everything I needed. High population, there was a very big cave located in it. And if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm trying to capture that village with this boat. It's not really working out. So I decided to leave that guy go and put him in a separate boat. Wish I did not have to waste a boat on that, but I did have to. I had one more boat left, which means one last villager to capture, and that was the king. I ran out of boats. There was none more I can do, or no more villagers I can get. So I just began taking away all the beds. This process was so boring and long, I kind of decided to adventure more around the village a bit. You know, get to know this village a bit better. Because, let truth be told, that I may never leave this again. As I most likely don't know where my other village is. I tried doing the boat towing trick. Yeah, it was kind of working out, but at one point I kind of lost it. So I have these 2 boats tied up on me. I stand up and manage to discover that this boat has unhooked. So this was not going to work. So I get rid of more beds. There's nothing else better I can do. And I throw that out of the way because I really don't need them. And I foolishly look at this house again to see if I already broke the bed, but I mean, we all know I already did. And I missed that the thing of water. And I have to get back up. This is the mine I've been talking about, by the way. There's a mine right down there, which is huge. This was perfect. And this little house can be my mining house. I used snow to pile back up, almost forgetting why I had it in the first place. Yeah, I'm sure we all know why. We are officially nearing the end of this video. I decided to take a break and end it right here with the final view of the village. I hope each and every one of you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This series is long from being over, And in the next episode, I have to make my final decision on whether I want to stay in that village or try hard to find the old one. And at the point of making this narration, I already made my choice, so you guys are gonna have to wait and stay tuned for that. So, this is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video, or perhaps next episode of Minecraft. See you all in the next one. Until then, beyond, have a good time. Bye-bye.